I'm Full Paragon, and this is your guide to Orc Arena in Konosuba Fantastic Days. These orcs are cunningly brutal, or perhaps brutally cunning. They deal earth-type damage, and theoretically they are weak to physical. However, wind physical is severely lacking, and you're going to end up just using mages, as that team is far superior to anything that physical has to offer. Waves this time are small groups of beefy minions, so you will need at least some AoE. Fortunately, the best character for this arena is Rin, who packs quite a punch in the AoE department. The boss hits extremely hard this time with self buffs. You will want to use agility downs on the buffs to cheese the buff so that it falls off before she is able to hit you. And remember, Chris is a girl. Leave her alone. In a shocking turn of events that will surprise exactly no one, you are going to use ReZero Megamine and Christmas Wiz for this arena. You can potentially replace ReZero Megamine with Cafe Megamine, who is of the wind element. However, I'm fairly certain that, as usual, ReZero Megamine is going to win out and be the best option. The other star on this team is Rin. You can use her 4-star or her 3-star welfare option. They're both really good here. It more depends on if you are going to have the skill ups on the 4-star to make her better than the welfare. So use your own discretion on that. The next best character is going to be Onsen Yunyun. She's an awesome character in Wind right now, dealing lots of damage, and of course she still has some utility thanks to her tier 3 magic attack buff. She's a little funky to use because one of her skills hits harder if she's at high HP, and the other one hits harder if she's at low HP. Try and time those as best you can, but don't lose DPS by holding off on those cooldowns. To replace her, your best option is going to be 2-star Windaru, but she's much less effective. In the last slot, you'll run a healer of some variety. You either have a number of options here. I have Cafe Cecily on this team, but she could just as easily be Maid Amy, or even Original CeeLo, although CeeLo won't perform nearly as good. They're all good supports. You can also use Amelia, although you should not use Electric CeeLo here, because this is the arena where she is disadvantaged and will deal substantially less damage. I'll talk about a potential physical team, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you here. Due to how easily available Welfare Rin is, you're just better off using mages than this team. You can build one, however. Wind Mitsurugi is a great welfare with a solid kit. He's got a hard-hitting skill, and of course, he has a heal and a tier 3 attack buff baked into his ultimate. Chris is a great option in Wind as well. She has that slowdown to help you cheese boss mechanics, and she can deal a fairly decent amount of damage herself. Kenpo Leah is a great adventurer, can deal quite a high amount of damage with that self-agility buff, and of course, she still has that tier 3 physical attack buff on her ultimate. There isn't a really good Wind Melissa, and Onsen Dust is really bad. I would just use Treasure Hunter Melissa here, although theoretically you could use Onsen Dust since this team is suboptimal anyway. In the last slot, I think some variety of Aqua is going to be your best bet. I put Wind Aqua here, but honestly, I think you'd be better off with New Year Aqua, or even using CeeLo instead, since she'll probably be able to deal more damage than Aqua. This is going to be substantially worse than a Mage Team, though. Really, you should just use them. Wind mages are readily available. Speaking of your welfare options, here's the team. I would still run some variety of Megamine. You can run Chunibyo Megamine, the 3-star fire up front, or you could run a different Megamine such as Cafe, or possibly Swimsuit if you have those. Next up, I would go ahead and use some variety of Rin. The 3-star welfare version is great. Even if you have the 4-star, if you don't have her skilled up, the 3-star version can still be better. Plus, if you're not running Wiz, she has an agility down that can really help you cheese that boss mechanic where she buffs her own strength. Next up, I would run CeeLo. Yeah, 1-star CeeLo. If you don't have Cafe Cecily, Wind Amy, or Amelia, 1-star CeeLo can get the job done, and in most cases, she's even superior to the 4-star version due to having a higher damage output. And the last slot is Wind Mitsurugi. He hits decently hard, and if he's only going to get off a couple attacks, he's a pretty good option to run in the last rank. That's the video. Thanks for watching. There won't be a stream coming up this week as I am taking the day off, but I will be back soon with guides to EX Arena and of course the upcoming banners for Konosuba Fantastic Days.